Hi guys, and welcome to my review of Jurassic Park. Now, it's no secret, the main reason I'm doing this review now is because Jurassic World comes out in very soon, and I am super excited for it. Jurassic Park has always been one of my favorite films. It came out the year before I was born, so it's kind of been with me my whole life. And my family has owned it on VHS and DVD forever. Um, I I love this film, but I wanted to take a step back before Jurassic World came out to look at what made Jurassic Park so special. Does it still hold up today? And ultimately, what is my actual opinion of the movie without all the childhood nostalgia clogging my brain? So with that said, let's get right into it. The plot, for those of you who don't know, and if you haven't seen it, just go watch Jurassic Park. That's kind of the shortened version of this review. But still, Jurassic Park is in this Jurassic Park the movie is about Jurassic Park the theme park, which is this idea that a guy by the name of John Hammond, an entrepreneur and a millionaire, invests a lot of money into genetic technology and figures out how to clone actual dinosaurs using fossilized bones and blood found in mosquitoes and all kinds of awesome science mumbo jumbo like that. So he figures out how to clone dinosaurs, and he wants to make like a zoo full of dinosaurs, an attraction that called Jurassic Park. And he sort of wisely sets it on an island, partially because it's not technically in America, so he doesn't have to abide by some of their particular laws on genetics. But also so the dinosaurs just don't, like, if something goes wrong, just get completely free on the mainland. But they start facing some insurance problems because, I think because there's been some injuries and some accidents on the island involving the dinosaurs. So he has to bring in a team of a paleontologist called Dr. Grant, a paleobotanist who studied ancient plant life called Dr. Sattler, and a mathematician, which I can't remember his name. But these experts to come in, analyze the park, see if it really is safe, see if they're playing all their cards right, and then nobody gets sued for anything, and the park doesn't get its funding pulled. So this is about this team coming in to analyze the park, but I'm not going to tell you exactly what happens if you haven't already seen it. Something does go wrong, and some of the dinosaurs start breaking loose. People start, accidents start happening with the dinosaurs and some of the people, and we get this really awesome thriller. And that's the thing I love most about this movie is the first half feels like you're going to Disney World. It feels like you're going to Jurassic Park. You're like, wow, how amazing is this? Look at that, look at that. And it's just full of wonder and whimsy and all that. But the second half is an awesome thriller action survival film. As soon as like some of the power starts to fail, you know you're in for a really thrilling, really scary, really awesome time. Not to say it's like too scary for kids, but it is very intense in all the best ways. And the thing that absolutely has made this movie a legend is because it was one of the first films to use CGI, computer-generated images, as opposed to just practical effects or claymation. If you've seen some of the really old dinosaur movies, you'll know that's what they use. Stop motion. And just their use of CGI blew people away. The dinosaurs are so good; they still look real for the most part, they look really real. Even to this day, gosh, how many years is it later? Like 20 years later, or 21 years later, the dinosaurs in the CGI still hold up. The characters are not so strong. Their story arcs are sort of simple. You have John Hammond, who has this wonderful dream but sees his dream start to burn. You have Dr. Grant, who is sort of a closed-off sort of guy who doesn't think about others a whole lot, who has to sort of become a hero and to help save people, and to step up to the plate. And the characters are good. There's not anything spectacular. And let's face it, the real stars of this movie are the dinosaurs. They're and I'm just going to talk about that a little bit because it's really what makes this movie amazing. Is not only are the dinosaurs CGI, which was something that was completely unheard of before that time, but also they had animatronics too, like life-size robots and puppets. So when CGI, as everybody knows, most people can tell when something is a computer-generated image. So having an actual practical like puppet that somebody can touch on screen is ultimately always going to be a little bit more real. Now you obviously can't have those running around and doing these awesome shots, but even the T-Rex sometimes when it's really up close to people is just this gigantic robot puppet. And it is scary knowing that this thing is actually there, this gigantic, even if you take yourself out of the moment and remind yourself it's a machine, it's still a huge machine that's right next to these people. And it makes for an awesome effect of the blending of the CGI when they have to be fast and big, and of puppets when they have to be really close and intense. And it works so wonderfully. Now, to the cons, to the things about this movie that in hindsight aren't that amazing. The plot, while it is good, and the character arcs are not standard, but they're stable. They're good character arcs. The plot is a little bit confusing. Exactly why the fences go down, exactly how the power goes out, exactly how they have to get it back online, exactly what this whole insurance thing is about. I know as a kid, I really didn't understand what was happening. And even now, I had to pay close attention to finally figure out what exactly was going on. It's not so bad that you lose what's going on. You still get the basic gist of what is happening. But if you really want to understand all the details, you got to pay closer attention than I think you really should in a movie like this. And the character arcs, like I said, they're not amazing. They're good, but they're not amazing, and they're not particularly complicated. And they're definitely not what you remember about the movie. It's all the atmosphere and all the monsters, with these, good character. They're standardly written and well acted, I guess I should say. So with that, my final score for one of my favorite movies of all time has to be an 8 out of 10, because it is a great movie. But if you take away the nostalgia that I have in childhood, it is a great movie, but not a masterpiece of a film. So, with that said, I'm not sure if I will get to the sequels before Jurassic World comes out, but you bet your butt I'm going to be in the theater when Jurassic World hits. I'm going to see that movie and hopefully get my review on it up pretty quickly. So, with that said, click here if you want to see some more older movie reviews that I've done, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.